said that you were going to be starting from going forward, at least for now. Are you more comfortable starting as opposed to coming off the bench? Because, I mean, I assume you've been doing that here.
Yeah, I mean, coming off the bench, it was something I've never experienced before, and I thought I did pretty well. But it feels really comfortable in the starting lineup. I feel really comfortable in the starting lineup. Something that I've worked for, and it's really a blessing from God. And it's just it took me a little bit just because obviously at this stage it's a little different. But yeah, I feel pretty comfortable.
How did you find out you were starting?
I was walking in a film, and coach walked up. He's like, "Hey, just gonna put you in the starting lineup," and that was really it.
For you guys, I think Peyton said a couple weeks ago that there's some stuff going off the court for you guys. Tony's had a kind of a hard couple of weeks. I guess how have you kind of seen the leaders and you guys just kind of rally around one another and stick together when things might not be going the way you want on the court, but there's certain things going on behind the scenes?
Yeah, I'm really proud of just the way this team we've stuck together through hard times. Obviously, last week didn't go the way we wanted, and obviously Tony's had some family things that's happened, and I'm really just proud of how we supported Tony and how we have come together. We kind of had to have basically like come to Jesus moment after last week and address what we were doing wrong on the court, and like I felt like we've addressed it and we've moved on, and we've just I'm really proud of how this group handled it.
What's this losing streak like for you? First season. What has this been like for you?
I mean, it's not fun at all. It's not something that you come in wanting to do or even expect to happen. Obviously, it was a rough week, but we've worked past it and moved forward, and we learned from it.
You lead the team in offensive rebounds and actually have more offensive rebounds by one than defense. Is that what you want? Is that working the way it wants for you?
Yeah, Coach wanted to, that was an emphasis for me, is to go and crash offensive glass every time. And I feel like I've done a pretty good job doing that. And I feel like that just gives our team a better opportunity to score and gives us more second chance points.
Well, you mentioned the come to Jesus moment. Mm-hmm. Is that kind of a meeting that you guys had? Is it just the fact that you guys have had 3 tough losses in a row? Mm-hmm. Like, was there a specific moment?
Yeah.
What was that?
I mean, we had a pretty rough film session just because of how we played. So we addressed it, and then we kind of, as a team, just decided that we had some things to change, and really that was within each one of us, and it needed to happen. So it was kind of just after the Michigan game, the next day, we all just kind of had to get in that mindset.
What are some of those things that need to change?
I mean, I feel like on the offensive end, we're way too stagnant. Like we're in practice, we'll go through and we have a great pregame and a great scout practices, and we're just not executing as well as we wanted to on the court. And on defense, I mean, we bring defensive intensity in practice, but again, it doesn't really translate during the game. And those are just things that we really focused on and really wanted to do moving forward.
I know Peyton said there's no such thing as personal success without team success, but kind of through your first 10 games for you, I mean, what's the biggest maybe one or two things you've learned about maybe the differences between high school and Big Ten basketball now?
Yeah. Just the physicality. I mean, my first 2 Big Ten games, I'm going against Zach Edey and Terrace Reed, who are both great players and very, very physical. And I've definitely had to learn that it's not high school anymore. I can't really play behind guys, and just the speed of the game, it's 10 times different or 10 times faster than it is in high school, and just having to make that adjustment pretty quick. And those are my 2 biggest changes or differences.
It's pretty comfortable for you, though. I mean, it doesn't seem like you've really missed a beat, especially you go from one end to the other, the transition offense, transition defense. Is it almost more comfortable for you? But is it pretty comfortable at this point for you?
Yeah, I feel like I've adjusted pretty well, and I'm pretty comfortable. Obviously, you have those moments where you make those freshman mistakes, and obviously I want to move past those. And but yeah, I feel pretty comfortable out there, just running the floor and getting back on offense and defense and stuff like that.
What's Peyton been like as a leader?
He's been a great leader. I mean, I look up to Peyton, and I talk to Peyton a lot. He's one of my closest friends, so his leadership has been something that I've been very impressed with, just the way he's kind of taking charge over the team and tries to get us fired up. It's really great, and I'm really proud of him.
Is there any like specific? Did he speak to the team as a whole, or is it more just kind of individually? Or
He's spoken to the team as a whole, and then like we've had conversations within ourselves. He tries to get us fired up during the game. You kind of saw it during the Iowa State game. Like he's sitting there trying to motivate us, and so he's he'll talk to the team as a whole, but he can also like pull guys aside.
Oh, and I know you guys are going to continue to play